We love to go out on vacation and travel a lot and do different kind of things that we want to experience. And when we go along, we like to get souvenirs or some kind of memento that know that we were there and to remind us, those good times. So like last year when I went to Vegas, I went with a few of my friends, and my friend Jasmine told me, hey, I want to get one of these paintings from the painters down the street because it's really nice. I told her, don't do that, it's a waste of money. You're just going to have it stored somewhere and you're not going to use it. Dang, don't do that. I could draw you something that's less money, I won't even pay you at all. You don't have to pay me. And I'll do it because it means something. She just laughed at me and said, yeah, whatever, we'll get one. I said, all right, fine. So later on, I went upstairs, got my drawing stuff, got my pencils, because I take everything with me when I go on vacation. And I went in front of the MGM Grand, and I drew New York, New York in a 2-point perspective drawing. I did that for her because I like drawing for different people. And some of you don't know what a 2-point perspective drawing is. This is what a 2-point perspective drawing is. It's a point of two ways of two roads going two different ways. And if you look, it looks like sort of like a diamond going this way down. So you get two ways, two perspectives. So just like last few weeks ago, I did a survey with friends, family, and coworkers and asked them how many trips did they take and did you buy any souvenirs with you? And where is it now? Do you have it? And a lot of them, over 70% of them have souvenirs, but they don't even know where it's at. They don't use it. It's pointless. So in this speech, I will demonstrate how to draw a 2-point perspective drawing. First, I will show you the tools you need, and then how to start it. Second, I'll show you how to draw the buildings and the windows. And then third, I'll show you how close you need to draw something and how to make it affect. So first are the tools. Very important thing, you need a pencil or charcoal pencil. My preferred is charcoal because when you draw a 2-point perspective, it's all about sketching first because you're going to be erasing a lot. Which comes to my eraser. Self-explanatory, you need an eraser. And then third, of course, is the most important thing. It's your cell phone during the day, a ruler for 2-point perspective drawing. Every line must be straight. If it is crooked, it is going to be a horrible perspective, thus not giving you the dimension that you need. So, if you do not have a straight line, it'll look like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and it'll look retarded. So, after I showed you the steps, the tools you need, first step you need is to draw a line in the middle of your page and draw 2 points at the end. These points are the 2-point perspectives, the right point and the left point. They're called vanishing points, where everything vanishes into, hence vanishing points. The middle is your horizon line and your eye level, which your eye level is where you stand, where you draw. Your eye level is where you see straight on, and everything above it goes down to the perspective vanishing points, and everything below it goes up to the vanishing points. So that's your eye level. If you're drawing standing up, you need to stay standing up the whole time. Because if you sit down, you get a different perspective of it. You're going to get a different angle of the lines, and you're going to get everything mixed up, and everything's going to be off. Trust me, I know. So this is how you start off. Just a line with 2 points. Then we're going to start by drawing the buildings. So there's my line and my 2 points. When you start the drawing, just draw one straight line drawing down. That's all you need. That's the building. You can see it right. So everything above it is the top of the building. Everything below is the lower end of the building. So when you start it, what you want to do is get the bottom base first, of course, of the building. And get it towards the right vanishing point, as you can see here. This is how you see the angle of the building forming on the bottom. This is how you start to form the bottom. Now you just start the top. The top of the right side of the building goes to the right side of the vanishing point. Simple. Now just enclose the building. Draw it however long you want it. Put it about a decent sized building right there. And that's one side of your building. You do the same side to the left side because you need bottom first. Foundation goes to the left side of the building, goes to the left vanishing point. So does the top. And then you draw a straight line. And remember, measurements is very important with 2-point perspectives. It's very off, as you can see. This side is longer than this side. But it's okay, I have a figure drawn here. That is what it should look like after you got your bottom and the top of the building straight. Everything is straight going towards the vanishing point, straight down, left and right side. Now the right side of the building, as you can see the mirrors, everything must be equal inches apart because when you look at a building, windows are not longer than others. They're about the same size, about the same width. So every line should be the same measurements, and it takes time to do this. And windows, when you go down, up and down, straight lines. This drawing is all about lines. So you got to get straight lines up and down. That's why you got to make sure you have a ruler. Measure it. So everything on the right side of the building goes to the left perspective. Everything to the left side of the building goes to the left. This gives the dimension of a building going away from you, at an angle. So now that we started one building, let's start another building to show. Let's see if it's behind it. So as you can see here, I drew a line for one building already, drawing, going towards the dimension this way, as you can see. Now, just because this is on the right side of the building does not mean all lines goes to the right side of the perspective of the vanishing point. The left side of this building needs to go to the left side of the vanishing point. Just like the left side of the building, so just draw a line in this way. Same thing goes for this way. As you can see, you form the bottom and the top of the building going left and right, forming the angle of the building. Now you do that for the same side on the left. If you want to draw another building on the left side, do it like this. Same thing, straight line. Lines go left and right, down and down. And then when you have the measurement straight and everything's formed, you get 3 buildings. This takes lots of time. Everything must be equal spaced. If you do not, the perspective will be wrong and everything will look difficult. Trust me. As you can see here, you can totally tell that there's an alley going back ways of the building. Same side as this. This gives it the perspective where you can see, you want to walk, you can actually walk down this road and turn left if you wanted to. This gives you the perspective of how to do that. So now that I showed you the angles, the mirrors and the windows, of how to draw the lines, I'll show you how to draw something coming close to you and farther away. So for example, here's an example right here. I drew it just the same as the last one. I just added on some objects that are going away from you. As you can see, the lines of the street lines are going farther away. They get smaller. And these are like little light posts. And as you can see, it gets smaller going away. So if I take my measuring stick, you want to draw a line to see where everything connects. And then just draw a circle, 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 smaller, 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 going away. Gives it the illusion that it's going away from you. And I just drew a little building right here to show that if it's from the top of the building, you could draw it wherever you want. And then another example I gave, if it shows up, it's not that great, but it looks like you're inside of a window. If you're looking out the window, you can totally tell. Your room's right here, you're looking out the window, the curtains, and you can see the building. You just draw something in front of it, make it bigger. Just like your hand is in front of your face, if it's on this table, it's smaller than the table. But if it's in your face, it's bigger than the table. So you got to draw it bigger. The window curtains are bigger than the buildings because it's closer to you. It's not as far away. That's how you draw the perspective drawing. So for an example of also how far away you could draw something, I brought in my drawing I drew in my art class. This is the perspective drawing I drew in my art class. It took hours to do. It took me time. Sketching and final touches after charcoal is what I did. As you can see, the staircase to the right and the little light poles up here are going farther away. That's the illusion it gives it, that you could want to walk down the road and you can actually walk down. So it gives you the illusion of how it can draw a two-point perspective drawing. It takes time, yes, lots of time. But trust me, it is very fun. When you get done with it, you feel so accomplished that you did something. So in this speech, I demonstrated how to draw a two-point perspective drawing. First, I showed you the tools you needed and how to start with the vanishing points and the horizon line. Second, I showed you how to draw the buildings and the mirrors to make sure everything is straight and straight on. And third, I showed you how something could be affected by how close and farther away it is and how you make it draw longer and how we make the road long. So going back to the story, when you go out on vacation and you just go want to buy a memento or some kind of souvenir, go ahead and spend money if you like. I don't. I like to take my drawings with me and draw something. So if you guys would like to take a pencil, a paper, draw something you want. It's fun. It's better than spending $50 on a drawing you don't want to look at the rest of your life. Instead, you can do it yourself and notice that you have something that you did yourself, and you know that later on in life you will have that memory of going there. Thank you.